Hi guys, thanks for stopping by. So today's video is on the look that I'm wearing right now. It's kind of like a foresty green with a neutral outer eye, and then just like not too bold of a lip because my eyes I feel are like kind of like bam today. So just a couple of things I wanted to say before I get to the tutorial. You'll see that I used a couple different products. I kind of did like a first impressions because I actually got my brow definer that I ordered on Sephora today. It's crazy. So I decided to use that, and that's the new Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow product. And I used that. So I slow the video down. I talk about it while I'm using it there. And then I also used this High Beam. It's a highlight by Benefit. So I used that for the first time today, and I talk about that in the video. I used the Cool Hydrating Setting Spray from Urban Decay. I normally use the long lasting. I also use some products from my Ipsy bag. So that was this sponge here. Please, if you got this, let me know what you think because I'm kind of on the fence about it. The texture when it's damp is just a little odd to me. So please let me know what you think. I also used the eye primer, and then I used these two brushes from my Ipsy bag. So that's the winged eyeliner brush, and then I used this brush here. And then you'll also see me use this, and you're probably wondering like, what the heck? Why is it in this? So this was just a sample that I had gotten from a previous order from Sephora, and it's the Bobbi Brown eyeliner, and I used the color black ink there with that winged eyeliner brush. So I just wanted to point out that this is just a sample. That's why I have it in this like neat little package here. So also one other thing that I wanted to let you know, I'm up to right at this moment 58 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm so excited. Like this is like amazing. I know it's like nothing like crazy, but like I'm so happy and I am so thankful for every one of you that have subscribed, and I hope that you're enjoying my videos. So I'm thinking of maybe doing a little something when I get to 100 subscribers. I know it's like a bit premature, but I just wanted to mention it now. So probably giving out something like my lashes that I really enjoy, since these are my favorite lashes, and I did find out they're very similar to the Demi Wispies by Ardell. And then probably like other couple little things. Nothing crazy, but just something to say thank you, because I know like I'm brand new and you guys don't even know me. So it's like I really just appreciate that you guys subscribed and that you're taking the time to watch my videos. So please let your friends know, share the video if you want, and I'll probably do the giveaway over on Instagram. So make sure you're following me there, and I'll update you as I gain more subscribers and I'm getting closer to let you guys know when the giveaway and how it'll go. So please, the video is about to start. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and then also comment and let me know what you think. So thanks again for stopping by. So I'm just starting with a fresh face that was lotioned about 10 minutes ago. I'm going to just put some primer on my eyelids there, and that's that primer I got from my Ipsy bag. Just make sure that it's nice and smooth. I'm using the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer there just to hide some of those red veins that are on my eyelids, just because I found they were like extra there today. So just putting that on all over top of my lids up to the bottom of my eyebrows. Next, I'm going to go in with a Morphe shadow in the color Deep Skin, and I'm just going to use like a fluffy brush, and I'm going to put that all over my lid, so kind of using that as my transition color before I go in with that greener shade. So just making sure that that's well blended on both of my eyes there. Now I'm going to go in with another really beautiful color from Morphe, and it's called Dirty Martini, and it's that green color that I'm using. I'm just using a flat brush, and I'm just going to pack that onto my eyelid. You also see that it looks like so messy after I did this, but the blending that I do after really kind of helps and brings it all together. So yeah, just packing that on. One thing that I wanted to mention was that if you wanted more of the green to like pop, you could try spritzing your brush with Fix Plus. That would definitely make it like stand out more. So to help blend that green color out on the outer ends, I actually went in with another Morphe shadow in the shade Caramelized, just a deeper brown there, and that's what I used to blend out my outer edges. Then I just grab a brush there with a kind of like a smudging end almost, and that's what I used to put that MAC nylon on the inner corners of my eyes. I just want a little bit more of like a pop and not so dark right on those inner corners. So that's what I used to lighten that up and kind of draw your eye inward. So after I applied that product to the inner corners, I grabbed another flat brush, and that's what I used to drag it so it didn't just concentrate on the very inner corner. So it kind of brought that out to about 1/3 of the way over my eye. And then I actually go back in with that flat brush again, and I take more of that Dirty Martini product, and that's what I put on the hood of my eye, just to kind of help bring that green back out. I kind of lost it when I had blended with that caramelized color. So then I go in with that Bobbi Brown eyeliner and that sample of the black ink, and I used that brush that I had reviewed in my last video by Morphe. So like I said, I hadn't tried this product before or the brush. I found it not to be as quite pigmented as I wanted it to be, so I kind of had to go over it a bunch of layers. But other than that, it worked well, and I actually did enjoy using that brush. So I gave myself a pretty sharp, decent sized wing, and then I just went over along my lash line to almost the inner corners of my eyes. I didn't take it right to the inner corner, but pretty close. Next up is my favorite lashes there. So that's actually the package that I get them in from Sephora. And like I said in the intro, these are very similar to the Demi Wispies, and they are just my all-time favorite lashes. So I'm using the clear glue today just because I didn't have really that thick of a liner, so I didn't want to mess up putting it on with the dark glue. And I know it got kind of fuzzy when I leaned in. I don't know why my camera doesn't autofocus, but just using those tweezers to apply that as closest to the lash line that I can get it. Next up is just a quick coat of this Lancome Excessive Black Mascara. I just got this in a sample bag from Sephora. Next up, I'm going to start my face. So I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer all over my face. And then I'm going to do my standard 2 other primers. So that is the Benefit Professional Primer on my problem areas, so my big pores on the other side of my nose, and then on my chin. And then I'm going to go in with the Benefit No Puffery for under my eyes. It just helps with my creasing and any bit of puffiness that I do have. Next up is my foundation. I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, just putting that in all over my face with dots, just using my finger, and I also didn't have to darken that up today. It worked with my coloring. And I'm just using the Morphe M439 brush to buff that out all over my face. And for concealers today, I'm using my favorite all-time mix. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin in the shade Light, and then I'm using the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Custard. So putting that under my under my eyes, either side of my nose, my chin, and my forehead. So today, to blend that out, I'm using that new makeup sponge that I have. So like I said in the intro, I'm a little bit on the fence about it. I wasn't quite sure, and as I wore the concealer throughout the day, I wasn't very happy with how it wore. So whether I didn't set it properly or it was the sponge, I'm not sure. I'll use it a couple more times and see, and if I don't like it, I'll probably just use it for applying powder or something like that. But like I said, if you have it, please let me know what you think about it below. I'm curious if it's just me or if it's actually how the sponge is made. So to set my under eyes, I just use my standard technique, and that's with the Laura Mercier brightening powder and that tapered brush from Morphe. So I just apply that using pouncing motions anywhere that I put on that concealer. And then to set my face, I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder and just a powder brush, and I apply that to all the other areas that I didn't apply that other powder. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick first impressions here. While I was setting up to film, I got a knock on the door and I had a couple packages delivered. And one was the Anastasia Beverly Hills new brow definer. So I thought, like, perfect, I'll use it today for the very first time. I haven't even opened it yet. And we will see how I like it. So here it is. This is the packaging. It's very similar to the It's very similar to the Brow Wiz in the shape. So I have the Brow Wiz out here. So obviously Brow Wiz is longer and skinnier. I did look up this. You get how much product you get? I think it's like, oh yeah, 0.007 ounce, and this one you get 0.003 ounces. Yeah, so you get over double in this one, the new brow definer, which is good to note. So let's see. End is the spoolie. Perfect. You need the spoolie. And then let me just put that back on there. And then this is the brow definer. So let's look up here. Let me fix this. So this is it here. I'll spin it. It's thin. It's kind of like triangle shaped. So that's very neat. I'm trying to decide how I would, wish there was like a video or something. Well, here will be a video. So I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna angle it so that the thick, this is the thick end, is gonna be going out, is how I think I'm gonna do it. And I'm just gonna go with it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna move up nice and close here and just kind of start. You guys can even see this here. So to start, I'm not even like very good with my brows, like to begin with, I feel like. So I'm just kind of going with it. So far so good. I like that, like for filling in this area here, I'm just using like the whole flat edge, and I like that. I like, because sometimes if you do too dark with the brow is, you get like one dark line, which then I usually just brush out with the spoolie, so it's not the worst, but like I guess I don't like it. It's not, it doesn't seem like it's happening quite as much with this. Let me see. Try to like square off that top there. It's not bad. So I'm happy with it. I would probably say it is a little bit different technique since the end's not like a very like pointed tip, but I like it. And the fact that you get double the amount of product in it than you get with the brow wiz, I'm all for. Like, that's great. And it was, I believe it's $23 in the States and it's $30 in Canada. So I think it came to $33 in total for this. See, first impression, I'm happy with it. The product feels like it's the same, like the same formula as the brow wiz. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I like it. Yeah, I suggest you go get it. This is in the color soft brown, and that's the same color that I have in my pomade, or my dip brow, sorry, and in my brow wiz. So actually, let me take the tip off this and I'll show you the difference here. So that's the tip of the brow wiz, and that's the tip of the brow definer. So neat. I'm so happy that I got to try this and that you guys will get to see. This is great. So I'm just gonna do my other video, but I'll speed other brow, sorry, but I'll speed that up so you don't have to like watch me like struggle. And then if I think of anything else, I'll put that in. Okay.
So I'm just finishing up my other brow there using that new brow definer that I talked about. Still liking the product. It just takes a little while to like get used to the different head, which I had never used before. But it was neat to try something new. So next I'm just going to bronze my face with that new Deluxe Dome chisel brush from Morphe that I got. I'm just using, I believe it's a Physician Formula bronzer. I couldn't even tell you. It's like beads. It's really old. I definitely need to get like a new bronzer. So if you guys have anything to suggest, definitely leave me a comment what you like below. I need something that kind of just helps warm me up everywhere. Now I'm going to contour using that MAC sculpting powder in the shade Shadester, and I'm just using my favorite angled brush to apply that. So just using the edge of the brush just to put that in more of like a defined line, and then I'll buff that out using the whole brush after. I also switched to that chunkier version of the same brush just to apply that product on my forehead and then along my jawline there. Next up is blush, and I just used my 9B blush palette from Morphe, and I just chose kind of a light shade, nothing like too crazy, like I said, since my eyes are the main focus. So I just stipple that on very lightly, and then I make sure by banging off my brush that all the excess is off, and then I go in and blend that out, because I definitely don't want to put too much of that blush on.
So I'm gonna do another first impression just because I got something else from my packages from Sephora, and I got the Benefit High Beam here. So I had been looking at this for a really long time, and I really wanted to get it. The only thing that kind of put me off was that it was a liquid, and like when I was learning to do my makeup, I had learned to never put like a liquid over a powder. So I was like, I don't know, I was just kind of like confused. Like this was a liquid, and I was like, oh, what do I do? But anyways, the videos I've watched does put it over like the powders, so I'm just gonna go with how I've seen it. So the product, the box itself, it comes in this like little box, and then it has like a little paper cutout thing here. That just says the same stuff on the back of the box, and it says dot and blend over makeup onto cheek and brow bones. So that's what I'm gonna do. And it kind of looks like nail polish. Like, oh my gosh, it's like, okay. So it comes in like a glass bottle with like this top. Let's see here. So yeah, and it looks like a nail polish applicator, which to me, like, I feel like a lot of product like would be wasted. But like for me to get all the product out of here, if I was like getting down to like the bare of it, I would like tip it upside down and leave it upside down on like a piece of like saran wrap or something, and like let it drain all out so that like I could use it. And then I would probably just put the leftovers into like a Sephora sample like little dish. If I had one that was like almost empty of something, I would just like clean it out and put that in there just to like get the like last of it. As you guys can tell too, I'm like really frugal. Like talking with a brow definer, I'm like, this one has double. Like I would get this just because it has more. But that's just me, I guess. So anyways, let's put this on my hand and see how it looks. Show you. So let me just do this here. So it's right here. Oops, right here. You can't, oh, you can kind of see it. It's very light, and that's what like I like. It's not, it doesn't have any sort of like sparkle. It's just like almost like a satiny look to it. So that's why I really wanted to try it. You've seen in my other videos, if you've watched them, that I used the Jaclyn Hill and Becca collaboration, Champagne Pop, and I do love that so much, but like I kind of wanted to like branch out and use a couple other products. I'm gonna like, how I'm gonna put this on, I'm gonna put like a dollop on my hand, so just like this much, and I guess I'll dot it on. Oh, it feels like a lot. Like, I don't know if you, okay, you can see that there. Just like a very small amount, and then I'm gonna do a little bit right there. Maybe a little high. I'm gonna do my nose. I'll do just a very thin line, and then just because I have that like that pimple on my chin, I'm not gonna put any on there because I don't want to draw any attention to it with the highlight, because the highlight brings like, it makes it the accent point. So I'm not gonna put any on my chin. And then I'm gonna use this stippling brush here. I'm not gonna blend it with my fingers. I'm just gonna use this. It's just a small stipple brush from e.l.f. And we'll just go in and kind of buff it out here. So one thing I'm noticing is it's definitely like concentrating. I don't know if you can see in the dots that I put it in, like put it on. So, and that's probably just because I'm putting it on and then I'm talking and I'm going really slow. So the next time I use this, I would probably put it on the area that I want it and blend it. Put it on the area that I want it and blend it, and work that way, as opposed to putting it, like I said, on every area that I want and then going in and blending it. It is blending. Okay, maybe actually doing the stippling motion is kind of helping. So it is blending, it's just taking a little bit longer. And then I'm going to use the same brush that I used, that MAC nylon for the corner of my eyes. I just kind of rubbed it off there, and I'm just going to use this because I definitely want to have more control over where I put it here. And that one, that was just me, and my like big fingers just got it too low. So, I hope you can see it there. It is very pretty. Like I definitely, a little concentrated. I definitely like it. Like I definitely like it. And as you can see, I still have product left on my hand. So you need like just a titch. So, I like it. Oh, there you go. So more product, obviously. Looks like you can build up the amount of highlight that you have. So that's 2 layers on my hand there. And you can definitely see it more now. So if you want more of like a bam, I'm going to go with just a little bit because obviously my eyes are like the main focal point in my face right now. And I just did like that light contour. So I'm just going to do the 1 layer, but it definitely looks like it's buildable. And then I would suggest too that, like I said, put it on and blend it in, put it on, blend it in. Don't put it everywhere that you want it and then blend it in because it will set. Okay, so I'm just going to continue my makeup here. Actually, let me think. I'll just throw this on because I think this lipstick, so I'm going to use, actually, I'll just talk for the rest of the video, obviously. So I'm going to put on a MAC lipstick here, and this is in the shade Faux, and it is satin, so A45. On here. And I just like this lipstick because it's very similar to my actual lip color. So that's one reason that I got it. This is normally the setting spray that I'll use, and this is the Urban Decay long lasting one. But I picked up this one a little while ago, and it's the Chill, Cool, and Hydrating one. So I thought I would try that today as well, since I'm trying all these new products. And we'll just give my face a spray. So this bottle definitely doesn't spray as easy as my other one, but I think that might just be like the bottle. I don't think it's the type of spray. So, do I feel cool? I don't really feel any extra cooling, but I'll see if I like this one and it keeps it set longer. I picked up this one or the other one originally just because I thought like, ooh, longer lasting, the better, right? But I thought I would try this one because this is like the one that everyone seems to be using. So I thought I would give the other one a try. And I'm sorry, like, I don't know why everything is just like everywhere today. Okay, so that's everything. That's my whole makeup today. I'm not going to take my hair out because this is actually how I'm going to wear it when I go out today. So this is what I'm going to look like. So I think that's it. I hope you guys liked it. I used some of those new products that I had shown you in my last video. But other than that, that's it. So thanks for stopping by, and like I've said a couple times, please let me know what you think below. Thanks.
Past all the nonsense, sometimes it's hard to do the right thing, but when the pressure's coming down like lightning,